to know about is called Likey. It's
I've
like
heard of it
the
before.
cloud version of Instagram.
Not
It
like
is
that.
out of some country like Singapore, and the United States has no control over it whatsoever, and literally it will tell you everything about a kid that's on there. And she ended up talking to like this person in like Ohio. She was starting to take pictures, and this is my 10-year-old daughter. Like, it was crazy.
She was sending this person pictures of herself?
Yeah, at 10 in her swimsuit. Every parent needs to look out for this app. It's called Likey. Likee. Likey.
Yeah, I've heard of it before. And I have to say, this clip was sent in to me, and I told the original sender of this clip as well, because of the nature of this clip and the accusations that are made and how serious they are. But because it's simply word of mouth, I want to make sure it is very clear. I am talking about this in a very hypothetical sense, if this story is true. And it's not that I don't think that it's true, but it's that the severity of the claims made is so strong that I don't want to walk into this so confidently when there's spread word of mouth. And even if it's something as simple as a screenshot with the pictures blurred out, obviously, that would be enough for me to run on to be like, okay, this is serious. Anyway, just wanted to get that disclaimer out of the way because, again, I just want to tread lightly when the claims are so severe. But if this is true, this is so disgusting. And I have heard of this app before, and I've even used this before because back when, you know, TikTok was more seriously getting banned, back in December, I tested a whole bunch of different apps. It's interesting because it touts itself, or at least the people who are on that app will tout it as the TikTok alternative for dances, like TikTok dances. So think back, you know, 2019, 2020, Renegade, dances like that. TikTok dances, that's what it promotes itself as. So I never really thought anything of it. I was just like, oh, TikTok dances. This actually makes more sense why it would be promoted like that, especially with some of the sick people who are out there on the internet. And again, I don't know if this is true or not because it's simply word of mouth, but the charges are very severe and very terrible if it is true. And there are some disgusting people out there, and there are some disgusting apps out there that let those people do disgusting things. And like with 2 E's might just be one of them. So like she said, parents, watch out. Be careful about that app. What would I recommend? Keeping your kids off the internet first off. Don't give them a phone. Don't give them internet access. If they must have a phone, tell them it has to be a flip phone, and there will only be permissions to call and text people that they know. And that's it. They don't need anything more than that. But if you are so stubborn and so set on having your kids have internet connection, do not use any of these apps. Don't use any of these social media platforms anyway. I know there are platforms out there that tout themselves as kids platforms. One of them that's more TikTok-like, I think it's called Zigazoo. I'll post it below. I also tested that one out. And the way it's set up actually seems like it is more kid-friendly, but will I give it my recommendation? Of course not, because I don't think any kids should be on the internet. But if I were to talk about an app, hypothetically, as a potential TikTok alternative that's kid-friendly, that would be one that I could see. Again, not my full recommendation, not really recommending it, also because I haven't really tested it out for myself to see if there's any other things that are hidden on that app. From surface level, it seems pretty okay. There's like no commenting, no downvoting, any of that. Seems pretty okay for kids. But otherwise, keep your kids off the internet, keep them safe. Just don't leave them unsupervised on the internet. Don't give them access to all of social media. They don't need that at 10 years old. Are you kidding me? What? So they can post that they had chocolate checks for breakfast or something? What? Why? They don't need it. And this is just further proof as to exactly why.